Now let's talk about the running nutrition mistakes we all make at some point, whether you're a beginner runner or a seasoned marathoner who thinks you've got it all figured out. These pitfalls are sneaky, but the good news? They're also totally avoidable if you know what to watch for. Pitfall number 1, running on empty. Skipping a pre-run meal because you're too busy, or think running on an empty stomach will burn more fat, is like trying to drive your car across the country without stopping for gas. Sure, it might work for a little while, but you'll break down in the middle of nowhere, or in your case, somewhere between mile 2 and mile 3. When you run on an empty stomach, your body has to rely on its glycogen stores, and if they're already low, your energy levels will crash faster than a toddler after a sugar binge. Plus, long-term fasting before runs can mess with your hormones, leading to fatigue, mood swings, and even increased injury risk. Think of pre-run fuel as an investment. You get more out of your run when you're properly fueled. Even if you're short on time, grab something light and carb-heavy like a banana or a granola bar. And if you're running in the morning, remember, coffee is not breakfast, unless your goal is to sprint to the nearest bathroom. Pitfall number 2. Dehydration. Dehydration isn't just about feeling thirsty, it's a full-on sabotage mission against your run. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles cramp, and suddenly that easy jog feels like you're scaling Mount Everest. Oh, and let's not forget the brain fog. Good luck remembering where you parked your car after the run. Even a 1% loss in body weight from sweat can mess with your performance. By 2%, you're feeling tired and sluggish. By 3%, you're the human equivalent of a dried-up sponge. And here's the kicker. Thirst is a terrible indicator of dehydration because by the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind. Here's the rule. Drink 500 to 700 milliliters or 16 to 24 ounces of water per hour of running, depending on how much you sweat. If you're not sure, do a sweat test. Just weigh yourself before and after a run. Every kilogram you lose is about a liter of sweat, or every pound lost equals about 16 ounces of sweat. And for runs over 90 minutes, don't just chug plain water, add electrolytes to replace the sodium you're losing, or you'll risk feeling even worse. Pitfall number 3, ignoring salt. Salt isn't just for making popcorn taste good, it's essential for keeping your body functioning during long runs. If you're sweating buckets and not replacing sodium, your body will start throwing tantrums in the form of cramps, nausea, or dizziness. It's like your muscles are texting you, "Hey, we're out of salt, fix this or we're out." When you sweat, you lose sodium, which is critical for maintaining fluid balance and muscle function. If you're a salty sweater, the ones who finish runs looking like they've been rolled in powdered sugar, you're losing even more. Use electrolyte tablets, sports drinks, or salty snacks like pretzels or salted nuts during long runs. And if you're prepping for a race, consider sodium loading the day before. Basically, just eat some salty foods like pasta with extra Parmesan or a bowl of soup. It's delicious and practical. Pitfall number 4, skipping mid-run fuel. Not eating during a long run because you think it'll make you tougher or because you're saving time is like trying to run a marathon with no training. It's bold, but it's also a disaster waiting to happen. Once your glycogen stores run out, your body switches to burning fat, which is a much slower process. This is when you hit the wall. You feel exhausted, your legs turn to lead, and even the idea of finishing your run seems impossible. It's not just about the energy dip. It's about training your body to adapt to using fuel efficiently during runs. For runs lasting over an hour, start fueling early within the first 30 minutes and keep going every 30 to 40 minutes. Aim for 30 to 60 grams of carbs per hour for runs up to 3 hours and increase that to 60 to 90 grams for ultras. Energy gels, chews, bananas, and even candy work great. Just remember to wash it down with water or you'll risk stomach issues. Pitfall number 5, forgetting recovery fuel. Skipping post-run nutrition is like finishing a marathon and forgetting to collect your medal. Recovery is where the magic happens. It's your body's chance to rebuild, repair, and get stronger. Ignore it, and you'll feel sluggish and sore for days. After a run, your glycogen stores are depleted and your muscles are crying out for protein to repair the damage. The longer you wait to refuel, the longer your recovery will take, and the more likely you are to get injured. It's not just about physical recovery, it's about mental recovery too. Proper fueling helps stabilize your mood and energy levels. Within 30 minutes of finishing your run, eat a snack with a 3-to-1 carb-to-protein ratio like chocolate milk, a banana with peanut butter, or yogurt with granola. Then, have a full meal within 2 to 3 hours. Pitfall number 6, overcomplicating nutrition. Do you really need a $50 protein powder made from Himalayan yak milk or a diet that bans every food you actually enjoy? No, you don't. Running nutrition doesn't have to be that complicated. Trendy diets like keto, intermittent fasting, or cutting out entire food groups might sound tempting, but they rarely meet the nutritional needs of runners. Your body needs a mix of carbs, protein, and fats to perform at its best. Extreme restrictions or over-reliance on supplements can leave you underfueled, tired, and prone to injury. Stick to a balanced, whole foods-based diet. If you're eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, you're already ahead of the game. And supplements? Use them to supplement, not replace, a healthy diet. Simplicity is your best friend here. So there you have it, 6 pitfalls that can trip up even the best runners. If you've made any of these mistakes before, don't worry, you're in good company. The key is to learn, adjust, and maybe keep a banana in your pocket for emergencies. Comment below on what mistakes you've made before, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to get more pro tips. See you in the next one.